Hi Peter, it's great that we can catch up again after all this time.
Yeah.
We did this interview in 2010.
Yes.
So can you tell us what's happened since then?
Yeah, well, I've been getting my health in check, which is the doctors said I'm healthier than I've ever been since she's met me, which she's very proud of. I'm going off medications, I'm dropping my medication levels down, and my blood pressure is lower than normal, so I've been able to come off all my blood pressure tablets. And I've been working on, I've done a couple of courses since I last was with last seniors. I even did the Flinders accredited trainer course and passed that. I organise better with my doctor now, and like 5 years ago, before I met Raylene, who introduced me to the Flinders Program, I was in and out of hospital all the time, and there was one point there I was in there 3 times in 3 months, and the last time I nearly died. But since being introduced with the Flinders Program and doing it the way they've taught me to, I haven't been back into the hospital once.
So you haven't been in it all?
No.
In those 5 years?
In the 5 years. And like I used to go in for lots of chest infections, but now, thanks to the Flinders Program, I've been taught how to notice the early warning signs.
Oh yes.
And then I'm able to get to the doctor quicker, get on medication and get it under control before it gets too bad. And then I don't have to go into hospital. And look, before I started the Flinders Program, I never used to sleep very much. But thanks to the Flinders Program and my care team, I've organised to see the right people for it, and now I'm sleeping a lot better. I'm going out a lot more, and I'm still running a program for people with chronic conditions. We take them out every week.
And so you're the leader of that group, Peter?
Yeah, I run the group, yeah. And we go on trips to the zoos and trips to the big markets, and then we go out for lunch every second or third week, and it just gets them out of the house where normally they stay home and they don't get to go out.
Peter, you mentioned your Flinders care team.
Yep.
How do they follow you up and review your progress?
Well, I have regular contact with them, and I've even got a thing set up where I can email them anytime I want, and then I can get feedback back pretty much straight away. And if I'm having a bad time, I can get in contact with them quite easy, and they help me through that period of time. And also with the goals, when I set my goals, they ring up to see how I'm going with it. And if I've dropped off the wagon and couldn't reach that goal, they'll say, well, you couldn't do it this time, we'll try again another time. And then they get me back onto it again, and then I usually get and reach that goal. So yeah, they help me really a lot.
So you say they, can you tell us who they are?
Yeah, I've got my doctor, which is GP, she's fantastic. And then I've got a psychologist, and I've even got podiatry, but she's podiatry, but we talk about my problems with her while we're working, and that helps me get things out of my chest. So she's a big help as well, even though she's just a podiatrist. And I don't see a diabetes specialist, because my doctor, she's diabetic herself, and between me and her, we've got my diabetes under control.
Pete, thank you so much for coming and telling your story to us again after all this time. And we really appreciate you being involved in the program and being part of Flinders Closing the Gap.
And thank you very much for helping me.